Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 194 of the Level Up program and day number 34 of the Brown Belt. We're going to be shooting from stick right 1 today, and we're going to be using a different grip for that throw. If you're new to the program, this is all about learning how to throw the dice and practice a trend-based betting system. If you're playing along with Crapsee today, the code is going to be B3G5H9. And in the chat, we've got Roger coming in number 1 from OMC Crapsee. We have SJ, we have Chris from Dice Degen, Flatlander, and Marble Fork. Marble Fork says he's on the road again. He's just listening, so I welcome all people listening, watching, playing along, whatever you guys want to do. I've been told I have great background noise. But anyhow, good morning, Puck Off, Danny. And replay fan Rick S is here too. So we have just a bunch of people jumping in right now, and I welcome everybody for typing in the chat saying that they're here and saying hi to everybody playing along. So again, like I said, we're going to go from stick right 1 today. We're going to try a different grip. We're going to do the par grip, or the 3-finger front grip, if you will. So we're not going to do my normal Yuri grip. So we're just going to grab it with the regular par style toss. I'm going to try this once. I have not thrown it this way yet. And we'll see how it goes. If it is not very successful, I'll go back to the way I was throwing it last week, which is with the Yuri grip with my other hand. And I had 2 different ways of doing that. I either had a backhanded toss or an underhanded toss. So we'll see which one works out the best today. But like I said, we're going to start with the 3-finger front, and we're going to do par style toss. Crapsee, we're going to start off with a $10 pass line bet. We're going to start off with a $2 craps check. And that's how we're going to start off. We're not going to go too heavy here to begin with, because we're just warming up right now. We have Coach Joe is here, Lou is here, and Mike is here. Welcome, everybody. So anyhow, let's call this all bet set. Make sure you hit that button on Crapsee and dice out. So this takes a little bit of getting used to this par grip with 3-finger front grip for myself, because it is, first of all, my left hand. Second of all, the par grip is usually not my best grip. The Yuri is, but we have a 2-3 Justice 5 for our come out. And I am stuttering here today. So 2-3-5. And we're going to keep in mind what the results are. So 2-3 is a single pitch of the die. Again, we're starting off with that 3V set, and we're going to kind of analyze the dice as we go along here again. And I updated our modified chart so that way it makes a little bit more sense. It's a little bit easier to read, and I'll show you guys that in just 1 second here. We're going to go 66 inside, and that's going to be 15 on that 9. 18 on the 8 and 6, $10 on the 4 and 10. And we're going to call that all bet set here. 3236 will be our dice set again. Good morning, Alfredo. Good morning, CRC. And dice out. So the first one was a single pitch, and this one hopefully will be a decent roll as well. And we've got a 4-3-7, ouch. So that's a double pitch. So we went from a single pitch to a double pitch. Short roll. If you watched Alfredo last night, he had the same problem that I had yesterday, where he had a whole mess of short rolls. I fortunately pulled it off with a 30 roller at the end, and I called her quits right away as soon as that happened. So not a good start here today. $10 pass line again, $2 craps check. And so we went with a single pitch, and then we had a double pitch. So this is our simplified dice decision matrix. So what we're doing is we're looking at the top there. It says during the last two rows is one die off axis. No, they were not. So we would go down to the no. It says were both rows a double pitch. No, they were not. So that means we're going to stick with that 3236 V set, 3V dice set. So hopefully that makes sense. And I'll be popping it up occasionally as we go through today. And make sure you take a screenshot of that, everyone, so that way you have something to go off of if you do want to practice this at home. Dice out, all bets set. So again, getting this grip down is a little bit difficult for me. I did practice the grip actually a couple hours last night, trying to get the grip down. And we have a 3-1-4 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. It was a 3-1, not a double digit, 3-1-4, guys. The dice did roll on me. So we had a 3-1, and that again is a single pitch of the die. So we went from a double pitch to a single pitch, really quick to that chart. We're going to go the last two rows, one dice off axis, no. Both rows double pitch, no. So we're sticking with that V set. So I knew it was going to be a V set. I just wanted to show you guys the matrix one more time so you guys can kind of follow along as we go forward here. We're going to go 66 inside. $10 on the 10. And make sure you press that button, everyone. We got 12 people watching on YouTube right now. We've got 4 people playing Crapsee. So Marble Fork is saying if bets accepted green and you begin to make change, then you decide to all down and press accept the blue button again. The bets appear to go away, but they're actually still there. Huh. Interesting. So, okay, all bets set here. 3236. Last one was a single pitch. And dice out. And we've got a 1, 2, 3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So that is going to be one dice off axis. So the left one imploded. So again, during the last two rolls, one dice off axis, yes. Was one roll a double pitch, a double implode, or a double explode? No. So we're going to go to that hard way set. So we'll enter this thing in Crapsee as a 2-1, or a 1-2, 3 Alfredo sauce. So we're going to go to that hard way set now. So we had one die off axis as our last throw. And that was a 3, so that does nothing for our bets. Make sure you press that I am ready button, please. So Alfredo had 3 times N9s and 2 times 10s, but it was a rough start. It was. So he had 3 9s and 2 10s at the end, okay? And I finished off with a 30, but then prior to that, I think the longest roll was a 6, and before that was like a 4. So it was pretty tough day yesterday. So 5-4-5-4 hard reset. And let's go all bet set. There we go. Dice are set. A little bit high energy on that one. And we have a Magic Aces, 1-1-2. So that is both dice off axis that time. So we went from one die off axis during the last 2 rows. Yes, was it a double pitch, double input, or double explode? No, that is a drift that we got. So we're going to stick with that hard way set. So the 1-1-2 is a drift of the dice. Again, that does nothing for our bets, but if you're playing that ATS, that'll definitely help you. Nobody appears to be playing the ATS currently, so it's not marking it on Crapsee. So we're going to stick with that hard way set, and that does nothing for our bets. So we're not going to do anything with the money. And Kevin CRC says, welcome back home to Alfredo, because he spent all last week traveling. All that set here, 5454 hardware set. And guys, just so you know, I might have to cut the stream short today. I might have to watch my granddaughter in about 20 minutes. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to have to or not, so it's going to be a last-second decision. So just to kind of let you know. And we have a 145 horse and buggy. So finally we get a hit on this. So we went from a drift. So during the last two rolls were one dice off axis. That would be yes, because this one was. And we had a drift, so we're going to stick with that hard way set. So this is one die off axis right here. This is a 145. And what you're going to find is as you get warmed up, as you get those patterns down, the dice sets are going to change a little bit less often in the beginning until we figure out what the dice are doing. We're going to be kind of switching around a little bit at a time. We're going to do 22 inside pressure. So we now have $20 on that 5 and 9. We have 24 and 8 and 6. We have $10 on the 10 there. It might be a fun day for me, puck off. I have to bring the granddaughter to the dentist when I'm done with the live stream. And then I'm going to come home and go to sleep because I've been up since 3 o'clock, actually 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So the benefits of working third shift. But we have all that set here. Dice out. Looking for another inside hit. And I'm actually surprised on how the dice are flying down to the end of the table. Now that I say that, they're a little bit off kilter, but we have a 2, 6, 8 Duracell 8. Let's go out and support free live craps. So we went from one dice off axis. So during the last two rolls, one dice off axis, yes. Was it a double pitch, double input, double explode? No. So we're sticking with that hard way set. And we're going to mark a 2, 6, 8 Duracell 8 in Crapsee. And that's going to be our second hit here. So we're going to be able to come down on our bets, hopefully. Yes. And we're going to go with 64 across bet level. So we've got $47 brought back to the rack, 64 on the table. We're going to do one more hit, and then we'll start our pressing procedure. So 5454, we're sticking to the hard way set. And again, we're looking for a nice box number hit. And all bet set. So the granddaughter is 3 years old, and this will be her first time to the dentist, so we're not really sure what to expect there. Dice out. And the left one is flying a little bit higher than the right one. Again, this is my first time throwing this way with my left hand. Actually, this is the first time throwing with my left hand, period. But we have a 3, 6, 9 center field 9. So the last one was a, let me double check once. I think I had a 1 dice off axis on that last one. I did, and we have 1 dice off axis on this one again. So we have 2 of them now that are 1 dice off axis. So we're going to stick with that hard way set. Okay, let's enter in 3, 6, 9. I forgot to close Crapsee bets out, so hopefully everybody's being honest. If not, it's your own deal to deal with. So 3, 6, 9, center field 9. And that one's going to be a collect, so now we have $61 brought back to the table. We have 6 to the rack. We have 64 on the table. So the next one will start pressing up here. And again, we got 5454 hardware set. And all bets set. Here you go, dice out. Dice landed tight together, they split apart, but we have a 3, 5, 8. That would be the 8 came easy. So we have one dice off axis to a single pitch. So that means that we are going to stick with that hardware set yet. So 358 was the call. And that was a, we're going to press that 8 up to $18 now. So we're just going to press up the 8 this time. If I was ahead of my bankroll, I would be doing a sister press of the 6 and 8. But since we're behind, we're playing catch up, we're just doing the 8 as a press. So $75 brought back to the rack. And we've got $70 on the table. 545 for a hardware set. And let's call that all bets set. So if I can get this grip down comfortably and be able to do it in a timely fashion, this throw is actually not feeling too bad for me. The dice just split apart there. So in other words, I'm having semi-decent looking throws here. We have, I talk about semi-decent rolls, and we have a 4-3-7 out. So that is a double pitch. So we went from a single pitch to a double pitch on the dice. So it was one roll off axis in the last 2 throws. They were not. So it was a no. Do both rolls a double pitch? No. So we're going to go to the 3V dice set again. So let's enter in 3-4 on Crapsee. And our roll did come to an end there. So we have a roll of 8. So that's a little bit better than that first one. We at least got back to that break-even point when we made a profit of $5 there. So almost enough to pay for gas to get to the casino. Maybe not. So $10 pass line bet, $2 craps check. We're going to go 3-2-3-6 this time. And the last dice roll was a double pitch, so let's see what we get with this one. And we're going to call this all bets set. Dice out. 3-2-3-6. Dice out. And we have a 4-5-9 hard 9 Big Mac. So 9 will be our new point. And that would be a 1 die off axis. So we're going to go back to that hardware set, the 4-5. That was a implode of that right die. So back to the hardware set, 5-4-5-4. And hopefully we can stay away from that double pitch. We're going to go 66 inside bet level. And we are going to go $10 on the 4 and 10. So we have got $10 on the 4 and 10. We got 15 on that 5, 18 on the 6 and 8. I don't drive a Prius. I drive a Jeep. So I guess maybe $5 is a little bit cheap. But hey, I'm dreaming here, CRC. All that set. Hardware set. Here we go. Dice out. Oh man, let's get this set so it's decent. There we go. And we have a double degen, 3-3 heart 6. Guys, if you didn't check out, Chris from Dice Degen put a craps video out last night. It's been a while since he's done a video. 3-3 hard 6. That's a primary hit here, so that means we're going to stick with that hardware set. And he just did a 6 and 8 play. It was pretty neat. Gas was 39 cents. The last time I remember it being 39 cents was back in about 1974 when I was 4 years old. So it's been a while since it's been that price there, my friend. And it's probably even before that, but I'm guessing about 1974, 1970, somewhere around that time frame was when gas was 39 cents. I remember the gas hikes when they went up to like $1.50 back in the mid to late 70s. I do remember that, waiting in line to get gasoline for the vehicles. And we're going to go, I'll bet set here. No, we're going to go 22 pressure. And then we're going to go all bet set. Dice out. 5454 hard dice set. And we have a 639, and that would be the center field 9. So that is one die off axis. That means we're going to stick with that hardware set. So we'll mark that as a 6-3 in Crapsee. And that is our points. We buckshotted the point. So we'll be coming out again. $10 pass line, $2 craps check. And this time, if we can get a number that we've been hitting, I'm going to start putting odds on that pass line. So again, hardware set 5454. Last one was one die off axis. $6.19 a gallon this morning for gas, and that's in California. Holy mackerel. So that was 76, Kevin, when it was $1 for the embargo. I remember that. Gasoline here is actually pretty cheap. It's at $3.40 some cents, or $3.60 a gallon, something like that. Let's go all bet set here, and we're looking for a point. And dice out. And we got a 459, the Big Mac hard 9 again. So we're back on that 9. So we're going to put $10 in pass slide odds on it. And again, we're going to stick with that. What do we had a 4-5, so that was a single pitch. And then we had one dice off axis the last time, so we're going to stick with that hardware set, 5454 hardware. And we got all bets set. Dice out. Here we go. And we have a 3-2, Justice 5. Justice Jen is on the table in the house. So that is a single pitch. So we went from a single pitch to a single pitch. So that should keep the dice set the same. Let's see, let's check it out though once, just really quick to see. So if we look at our charts, none of them were off axis in the last 2 rows. So we go to the bottom where it says no, none of them were double pitched. So we're actually going over to 3V dice set now. So we're going to switch over to the 3-2-3-6. So the last one was a single pitch that was money brought back. So we're going to bring our bets down. And we're going to go to that 64 across bet level. So we have 55 brought back to the rack, 64 on the table. Next one's going to be a collect, and then we will start pressing from there. 3-2-3-6. And we're going to go all bet set. 3-2-3-6. Nice out. And we have another double D-Gen. Chris is definitely showing up early here. That's a primary hit. So for our chart, last one was a single pitch. Then we have a primary. So we look at our chart, neither one of them were off axis. So we have neither one of them were double pitched. So we're sticking with that 3V dice set. So 3-3, heart 6, that was a collect. So now we're gonna start pressing up after this next one here. So 3-2, 3-6. And all bets set. Face out. And we've got a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. Ciro showing up from above. So that is going to be one die off axis that time. So we're going to go, yes, it was one dice off axis. So we are going to go back to that hardway set. 5-4-5-4 hardway set. 6-5 mid-mo-yo for the Crapsee. It does nothing for our bets unless you're playing ATS, which nobody is, so it's not registering here. So back to the hardway set, 5-4, 5-4. So that last one was, actually we had both dice off axis on that last one. So that was a, let me think about this one. So that was a double explode. So let's go back to our chart here. I think that alters it a little bit here. So we had a no, yeah, we're sticking with the 3-2-3-6. 3-2-3-6. So that was both dice off axis on that last one. No, it's only because we had a hardware set that we used. So it's one dice. Anyhow, we're going to 3-2-3-6 here. So the last one was one die off axis. And dice out. And we got OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots, midnight. So we got a 12. So that's going to be one dice off axis once again. So one dice off axis, yes. One dice off axis, or not a double explode. So we're going to go with that hardway set next. We're going to mark this as a 6-6-12 in Crapsee. And it looks like we only need that 8 and 10 for the tall. Again, we're waiting for a box number hit so we can actually go to start pressing these bets up. So 5-4-5-4 hardware set here. And we got dice out. Here we go, dice out. If they don't split, I gotta keep them tight together. There we go. And we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So finally got a 6. And that is going to be a, I gotta check to see what that's gonna be. Just give me 1 second here. So we went from one dice off the axis the last time. So that was a double pitch of this dice set. We're gonna stick with that 3-2-3-6. And that was a 600. So we're gonna be able to press that 6 and 8 up to $18. So we're gonna go 1 unit on each. And all bets out. 3-2-3-6. So we had a 1 die off axis in that last one. And dice out. And we have a 314 Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So 314. We're going to go to the end of the shooter here, guys, and then I'm going to have to wrap it up so I can go upstairs and take care of the grandchild. So 3236. We're just going to stick with that hardware set, or I'm sorry, 3V throughout the rest here. So the last was a 4. We're going to press that 4 and 10 up to 15 each. And watch this be like a mega monster roll so I can't get up there in time. We're at least in the double digits level here. And dice out. And we have a 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So that is going to end our session here for the day, guys. Let's get into Crapsee. I apologize for the short rollout today. We did have 2 decent rolls, actually, considering that this is my first time shooting from stick right one with that par style grip. But we had 3 shooters today. We had a 2, an 8, and 11, so we're slowly getting better with an SLR of 7.0, SRR of 7.0. Box numbers and inside numbers are about expected. 4s and 10s are low. Come out 7s are non-existent. Horns and fields are a little bit high. Hardways are low, and says slightly a dark side play today. Our strong numbers were a 4 and 5, and definitely the 9, which was way off of the off the charts there. Going back and looking at our statistics for brown belt, and this is through the end of yesterday, we have got 943 throws, SOR of 9.6, and SRR of 7.3 through those 943 throws. So the numbers are not too bad there. But anyhow, hey guys, I'm going to get going here. I do appreciate you guys showing up. Tomorrow should be a full session. But hey, my name is Joe. This is my Crapsee Dice Shooting Journey.